Dear friends, censorship is real and it is happening in the sleep universe. Yesterday, I was very saddened, surprised to find censorship in a place that I thought was beyond the reach of anyone who's trying to contain the truth, and that was ChatGPT. If you remember in Heard Online number 39, I was really excited actually about ChatGPT because I thought this is a software that is controlled by no one. It just browses the internet and presents evidence, truth in an easily digestible way. Yesterday, I found evidence of censorship where I thought, again, it was just impossible. I'm going to demonstrate it to you. And again, like actually, before we go there, it's not like conspiracy theory here in the sense that I think there are like 5 people like Illuminati style who comes together in a room and says, this is what we're going to tell people about it or not. But I think there's another type of censorship here happening. And I think it is organizations like OpenAI, Microsoft, I think it's Microsoft and Tesla that have really invested in OpenAI. These organizations, I think, are so afraid of the truth that's out there and how it could affect them if they got sued. I'm guessing because of what ChatGPT presents, that they have decided to censor this. So without further ado, yesterday, I can't actually remember why I was doing this, but I went to ChatGPT because I think I wanted maybe a reference or something like that. But I went to ChatGPT and I put in this query that I already put in here. I said, objectively measured by EEG, which is the type of technology used in sleep studies to check how much we sleep and sleep stages, etc. I said, objectively measured by EEG, what is the average sleep duration in adults? And then I hit, this generate button, and what it said was similar to what it's going to say here. The average sleep duration in adults, objectively measured by EEG, can vary depending on factors such as age, blah, blah, blah. However, as of my last knowledge update in September 21, the general guideline for adults is to aim for 7 to 9 hours of sleep. And this is what happened. It's exactly the same type of answer I get. And it sort of blew my mind because I'm like, what's going on? Like, I know because I have manually reviewed the literature many, many times. And I know that every time you find a study that uses EEG to check sleep duration in adults, the number is going to be around 6 hours. It's going to be like 6 hours and 15 minutes or 6 hours and around 6 hours on average. I know this. So I was actually shocked when ChatGPT didn't just say this. Instead, it gave me exactly the same type of answer yesterday as it does now, which is to say like, oh, it can vary, but what I want to say here is that the general guidelines is 7 to 9 hours. And it's so frustrating because from this source that I thought was like this, neutral source that nobody could control, you're getting the same thing that you get everywhere else, 7 to 9 hours, right? And I was confused, I was sad, and I was like, I just did not feel good about that. But anyway, I'm going to repeat the other thing. So yesterday when this happened, I was like, what the heck are you doing? So I said, okay, what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to ask ChatGPT for a specific reference. So I'm going to do the same thing. We're going to do it live here together. I'm going to say like, give me a reference to a study that shows using EEG that sleep duration in adults is about 6 hours on average. So I'm prompting it. I'm telling you exactly what to do. And then it says very similarly. I'm so glad actually we could reproduce it. It says, I apologize for any confusion, but I do not have access to specific studies or the ability to provide real-time information. My information only goes up to September 2021. At that time, the general consensus is 7 to 9 hours. And then it tells me how I could search for it. But the thing is, again, this struck me yesterday. I was honestly shocked. I was like, what's going on? I know these studies are out there. I know you can easily find many, many studies, but you're not doing it. ChatGPT is like just washing its hands, just like, no, I'm not dealing with this, like, you know. And so to me now, it confirms that it's real. The censorship is happening. You know, the truth is being kept from us. And you know, I'm not going to do more ChatGPT queries, but I'm sure if I went in to say like, ChatGPT, give me a study that shows that short sleep or insomnia doesn't have any negative health consequences, it will probably do the same thing. It will censor those too, which is so unfortunate. It's kind of like the whole world is pitted against the the person struggling with insomnia, who needs to know that most people sleep about 6 hours so they don't feel pressured, who needs to know that short sleep doesn't cause any health problems, because that is what leads to the pressure coming off and not sleeping really well. And this is censored, and it made me so sad. But let's not end on that note. And to do so, I actually have something much more uplifting, but a little bit like the same theme comes in. And now I want to share something with you that comes from our community. And this is an article written by Anna. Anna has been a guest on our channel here. She's been in one of the success stories. She was a BedTyme client. She worked with Coach Veronica, I'm pretty sure. It may have been Coach Alina, but I think it was Coach Veronica. But anyway, Anna got an internship with Spotlight Asia, and it wrote a very nice article called "A Counterintuitive and Censored," you heard it, censored approach to sleep. So, and I'm going to link to this in the description so you can check it out. But in this article, Anna tells the story of the sleep coach school and how we're challenging the $5 billion insomnia market with kind of a new approach. And she describes our philosophy and our history very, very nicely. But actually, because our theme today is the censorship, I wanted to highlight what Anna writes about towards the end here. She says, this type of critical approach towards established way of thinking around sleep has not been welcomed by the powers that be. In May 2022, Sonia Warburg, a former student of the school, held a TEDx talk in Alberta, Canada, speaking about her own personal experience with insomnia and how embracing fear of not sleeping helps remove past insomnia. Despite the moving TED talk, it seems that those promoting the traditional approach to insomnia were not happy to have their teachings negated in such a way. As a result, TED posted the video as unlisted on YouTube, where nobody can find it. And this is exactly what happened. Some more, more evidence of censorship of these new ideas. But then Anna says, even with such blatant censorship, Erickson was still proud that the sleep school's teachings made it to the TED talk, and saying that, it ends on a very nice note. While the sleep coach school is still in its infancy, it's already proving itself with the thousands of recovered insomniacs, and it's bound to continue. And on that, we can totally agree. We are just getting started. And I think it is actually thanks to initiatives like that of Anna here, and thanks to word of mouth, thanks to kind of individual efforts on behalf of all of us, just like educating ourselves, telling people about the truth, which is still out there, despite ChatGPT trying to keep us from it. The truth is out there, and it will lead us to where we all want to be, which is that place of peaceful sleep and peace of mind. So I hope you found this illuminating. And again, I wanted to end on a hopeful note here. And I think change will happen because, again, the truth is durable. And if you're finding that the truth is already helping you and you're finding yourself sleeping easier and finding more peace of mind, that is wonderful. Please let us know. And in general, let us know your thoughts on this content. On the flip side, of course, if things are difficult for you, you're struggling, you're not finding your way to where you're going to be, then do know that you can just head over to thesleepcoachschool.com, check out our coaching options. And if you decide to join, we look forward to seeing you on the inside. That was all for today. Look forward to having you here real soon, and we shall go from there. Onwards and onwards.